What's Gucci, everybody? Thank you for watching. This web series is called In My Opinion, where I give unbiased, opinionated views on products that I purchase with my money, not sponsored, handed hardware. Stuff I buy and the opinions I have on them. If you guys have any words or questions, just drop a comment and I'll be sure to answer. So what I have in front of me right here are two different laptops, obviously, right? You have a Huawei Matebook ProX, and we also have a Lenovo X1 Carbon 6th Gen. So both of these things are carrying almost identical specs. They both have i7 8550U processors. That's a quad core processor, which is fucking fantastic. They both have 16 gigabytes of RAM, and they both have a 512 gigabyte NVMe SSD. So to get straight into it, I'm going to talk about things and the differences between them. Okay, to start, we're going to into the screen. The Lenovo has a 1080p regular 14-inch screen. It's not very bright. This is actually its brightest right now. So it's very, I don't even know. I think like probably 100 nits. Nah, I'm fucking with y'all. Very low nits. It's not that bright. It's cool. I guess it's to save battery life. It's a regular panel, whatever, 1080p. It's not touchscreen. Over here we have a 3000 by 200, very bright. I think it's like somewhere like 400 500 nits. I don't know, man. I don't know the nit shit exactly, but this shit is bright compared to a actual MacBook Pro. This thing is like right there with them. I have a Dell XPS 15, the 2017 edition, and this thing is like almost as well, pretty much just as bright as that, and that comes in handy in certain situations I'll get into later. Okay, next we have the keyboard. The Lenovo's keyboard is great. I mean, people love it. It feels good when you're typing, and it's a solid keyboard. This Huawei Matebook ProX keyboard is also good. It feels very good. If you're thinking of the new Dell XPS with the magnetic keys or the MacBook Pro butterfly keys, nah, it feels great. That's all I gotta say. I type a lot. Would I play video games on this? No, it's nothing like a almost a mechanical keyboard. I have a Razer Blade Chroma. I mean, a Razer, whatever, fucking Black Widow with the Cherry MX blues and Cherry MX greens, and I know what those feels like. I own some of those shits, but this one feels fantastic for writing code. This one does too. The thing I like most about this one is just the sleekness of it. I mean, it just works for me. That's the keyboard. That's the keyboard. Next, we have the trackpad. Just gonna keep it straight and simple. Lenovo's trackpad, small. There's like half of that shit is used by these fucking buttons. Not half, but like a good 20% of it is used by these buttons, these old school buttons. Bad. This one, huge, big. I really like these huge trackpads nowadays. That's one thing I like about the new MacBook. That trackpad is so large. If you look at the new Surface Book 2s and whatnot, they have these beautiful designs with these tiny little trackpads. I don't know what they were thinking, but these new large trackpads I love. This isn't a MacBook, you know, this is a Matebook, but the fact that it went with MacBooks designed for a trackpad being large is fantastic. This thing is almost as big as my, if not bigger than my XPS 15's trackpad. Now think of that shit. And when it comes to speakers, quiet, trash, loud as fuck. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna play some fire. Lenovo. Let's keep it. Look at those lyrics. Now, lyrics is godlike. Now, I'm fucking with y'all trolling. Fuck, listen on this one. Loud as fuck. Hands down. Trash. You heard it. Also, these motherfucking fans always running, even when plugged in and just used as a dock. I have a docking station I use at work, a USB docking station. This shit is just always on, blowing. And the fan position is retarded. The fan blows out right here. So if you're using it and your mouse is right here, your hand is going to constantly get just warmed up by the goddamn fan. I hate it. This one, fans, whatever, they blow out the back. Great. Also, they don't really have a vent at the bottom, so you can cover them up without worrying. This one has a vent at the bottom that you don't want to block. Take that into consideration. For the use case of screen, Huawei, hands down. Bigger, I mean, it's bigger, it's touchscreen, brighter. I mean, so goddamn bright until if I, you see it, the camera has the adjust, just way better. This one is at, I believe, max brightness. It may not look that difference, but trust me, it's a huge difference. Use case of coding. When I'm writing code, I like to have all my code in front of me as much as possible. You get a lot more with the Huawei because it's just more screen space to utilize. Don't need to really explain further. This one, because it's 1080p, this text has to be blown up a little bit, which means more of the screen is being used just by fucking text. It's annoying. You see less. Sometimes when I'm coding, I need to see a function in the other part, like a function I'm calling to see what else is in there, the parameters, blah, blah, blah. This shit does not help. This one, at least it's bigger. That helps out a lot. Trust me. Office use. Yeah, we all have office jobs. Well, if you're in my field, and we all have office jobs that we have to worry about things. They both have two cool features. This one has a webcam that pops up. Yeah, whatever. It looks up your nose. This one has a webcam that you can cover with the screen. I know you can't see it right here, but you can literally cover the webcam with this little thing right here. So yeah, it's not groundbreaking, but it basically keeps people from looking at you when you're picking into areas of your body you should be doing at the job. On top of that, at work, a lot of lights, right? Sometimes you're in a bright office. This shit ain't bright enough. This Lenovo is not bright enough. It drives me berserk when I was using this. I would literally be like, how the fuck do I make this brighter? If there's one thing that's annoying me, it's not being able to see stuff on the screen. I like to have all my text and IDEs and things in general in dark just to save my pupils as I grow older. I can't do that when I'm in a bright room with this screen because it's just not bright enough. The display is too goddamn dim. It drives me berserk. This one it has a reflective display, whatever, but it's so bright until it doesn't matter. If you notice, this one is matted, which is fine, so there's no reflection, but this one, the brightness just says I don't even need matte, fuck all that, I'm just bright as fuck, and that's why I like that one better for office. For browsing, this one, because of the screen, obviously. This one, the side, people can't see what you're doing, so you know what I mean, they can still kind of see, you know what I mean, but it's this one because it's a fucking screen. Video editing, I haven't done any video editing. For video editing, I always suggest a beast such as the Pride and Proud XPS 15. Yes, this one's processor is about as strong as these two, but the GPU in here makes it very useful. The biggest problem I have with this one as a gaming laptop is that it throttles, man. Why the fuck does this thing throttle? Whatever. Support. Hands down this shit. I literally messed up a Bluetooth driver. I thought I messed it up, and I went on Huawei, and I couldn't find the drivers for the Bluetooth. I don't even think they have that shit set up for a US download because they're Chinese manufacturers. So for support and just anything in general, yeah, Lenovo. That's probably why you pay that little premium. You like to get into the BIOS and do a little configuring yourself? This one, way better. A lot more things you can do in the BIOS. You can actually lock the BIOS out with your fingerprint, which is pretty cool. So if somebody steals your laptop and has your password, they'll still need your fucking fingerprint to get into the BIOS. That's cool. This one, just regular BIOS. You put a password. Something that's interesting though, if you don't have something's wrong with your keyboard and it says enter the password, it allows you to put in your password via the screen, touch screen. So that's kind of cool to access the BIOS and do things in the BIOS with the touch screen, like an actual visible keyboard. That was different. And the price, Huawei $1,500. This thing configured like this, $1,800, unless they have it on sale. Yes, the support and all that extra shit, yes, and that's actually what you're paying for. If you want to get a screen this good on this, you're looking upwards of like 2 G's. This one, I don't think it's ever going to go over 1,500. I would really love if Huawei made a 15-inch version of this fucking computer. I would buy that in a heartbeat. I'll have the 15-inch version I would sell this one, buy the 15-inch version for like traveling and whatnot. Keep my Dell XPS for video editing. And just generally, this one is better for the price. 1,500 versus 1,800. They have a rebate on this one. By the time people probably watching this video, that rebate won't matter, so I won't go into details on it. But this one, Just yes, it's way, not yes, but no, it's way more fucking expensive. So basically, that's all I have.